Let's be honest for a second. We all saw it. We saw the documentaries, we have read the news, we've watched the fall of Hillsong happening right in front of us. And it's really easy to sit back and judge. It's easy to say, wow, look at those leaders messing up. But if that's all you thought about it, then you missed the major point. You missed the warning in that documentary. That wasn't just about one church. It was a warning shot from God to our entire generation. It showed us what happens when we care more about our image than our intimacy with God. It showed us what happens when we try to look perfect on the outside while we are falling apart on the inside. And here's the scary part about all this. We are doing the exact same thing Hillsong was doing. We live in a world of viral worship and social media preachers. We are obsessed with platforms and influence. We want to be famous for Jesus, but I need to tell you something today. Being famous for Jesus is not the same as actually following Jesus. He called us to follow him, not to be famous for him. We have worship leaders who can sing amazing songs on Sunday, but are secretly struggling with addiction and secret sin on Monday. We have people who look great on stage, but have zero friends that they can be honest with when they are off the stage. We have learned how to keep the sound on, but we haven't learned how to heal in silence. Today, we need to talk about why building an image without accountability is the most dangerous thing you can do. In the book of Matthew chapter 7 from verse 22, this might be the scariest thing Jesus said when he said this: "Many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and in your name drive out demons, and in your name perform miracles? Then I will tell them plainly, I never knew you. Go away from me." Now, let's break this down into plain English. Look at the resume that these people showed Jesus. They said, we prophesied. That means we had great sermons. They said to him, we drove out demons. That means we had powerful church services. We performed miracles. That means we had viral moments. They had the image. They had the success. They had the crowd. And Jesus looked at them and said, I never knew you. This proves one thing. You can have a gift, but that doesn't mean God trusts you. You can be successful in the eyes of a mixed multitude and still be a total stranger to heaven and to the King. Let's look at the Tower of Babel, the complex why we are so obsessed with the image. It's because we are trying to build towers instead of planting trees. In Genesis 11, the people said, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches all the way to heaven, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Now, the make a name trap means this. When you try to focus on your image, you're actually building a tower. You want people to look up and see how high you have climbed. But towers are built with dead materials. That is the brick and the mortar. They are dead. They don't grow. They are actually manufactured. Now, a lot of our ministries are manufactured. We use marketing and the vibes to build something tall, but there is no life in the brick. Number two, high visibility, zero foundation. Now, the higher a tower goes, the more pressure there is on the bottom. Now, if you don't have a support system, that is real people who know you, they know your strength, they know your weakness, the weight of your fame will eventually crush your character. Hillsong didn't just fall. It collapsed under the weight of its own height because the foundation of accountability wasn't there to hold it. Number three, the confusion of success. God eventually confused the language at the Babel. When we build our own image, our communication with God breaks down. We stop hearing His voice and start only hearing the echoes of our own ambition. Now we end up speaking a spiritual language that sounds good to the world but has zero power on the inside. Okay? If you want to survive this celebrity culture, you have to stop being a tower and start being a tree. Look at Jeremiah 17:7-8. But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. They will be like trees planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. So step number 1, focus on the below groundwork. A tree grows down before it grows up. Your roots are your private disciplines, the stuff nobody sees. If your public reach is 100 feet wide, but your private prayer life is only 2 inches deep, the first wind of a scandal or a trial is going to knock you over, and it's hard to recover from that. Now, spend twice as much time talking to God about your soul as you do talking to your audience about your ministry. Step number 2, welcome the pruning or the correction. Towers don't get pruned, they just crumble. But trees get cut back so they can grow better. If a leader tells you no or corrects your attitude, that's not an attack, it's a pruning. If you are too important to be corrected, you're already dying. Now, give 3 people full access to your life. Tell them they have permission to call you out and to call your pride out. If you are unpruned, you are ungrowable. Now, step number 3, make sure fruits and not followers. The world measures success by how many people you are looking at the tower. God measures success by the quality of the fruit on the tree, because the Bible says you shall know them by their fruit. Followers are attracted to your gift, but they are only fed by your spirit. At the end of the day, the people at the Babel wanted to make a name for themselves, but in the kingdom, we only lift one name, and that is Jesus Christ. If your ministry is about making your name known, you are in a competition with God, and that is a battle you will lose every single time. The fall of Hillsong is just a reminder that God will not share his glory with a brand. He is looking for people who are willing to be planted in the darkness, where nobody sees them, so that in due time he can bring forth fruit that is actually matters to the generation. So stop building your towers, start planting your roots. The challenge is, go to your stream in this week. No cameras, no audience, just you and the source. Ask God to kill the tower builder inside of you and make you a tree of righteousness. Now subscribe if you are ready to stop performing and start following. I'll see you in the next video, the part 2 of this series.